Hi everybody, how are you today? I was thinking about how I've been posting videos, and I'm wondering if you guys are still tracking with who and what RayRei is. And so, if you've been following me from the beginning, I really appreciate it, and I want to create this video to be the headliner for my YouTube channel because I want to really be clear on what RayRei is for me and who RayRei is. And I'll make this video short. I want to go for like maybe 6-7 minutes. I don't want to do one of my 20-minute videos, but I explained it today for the first time in my men's group, and it went over really well. It was the first time that I explained it in a way that I was really proud of. And the conception of RayRei is such a creative. It's my most creative endeavor that I've ever let out into this world, and it is so fun for me, and it is so fulfilling for me. So I want to share again and make this video kind of more official as to who and what RayRei is. So without a ton of backstory, I lost my job due to COVID and other factors. Like many of us did. I lost my 9-to-5 job, and my 9-to-5 job was really cool. It was the coolest 9-to-5 you could probably think about. I worked for an amazing social club, and I was one of the first 5 employees there, and it was just a beautiful experience. And I am so grateful for that experience because it showed me that I knew how to step into my own as a leader, and I really honed in on a lot of my own leadership skills within that experience. So that being said, I always had this thing in the back of my head that the 9-to-5 just wasn't for me. Showing up somewhere every single day just wasn't for me. And it's not that it has nothing to do with my work ethic. My work ethic is one of my most powerful attributes. I show up every single day for myself, but showing up and expecting to be something and expectation on an everyday basis was too much for me. My energy was being sucked out of me because I had to show up every single day a certain way. Mind you, I had the best situation possible for a 9-to-5. I wouldn't have lasted anywhere else, so I'm forever grateful for that. But when I lost my job, I was actually extremely, in an odd sense, grateful that I had this opportunity, that the universe gave me this opportunity to dive into who I am. And if you know me, you know that I'm always thinking about what we are, who we are, what is this experiment, what is this experience called life. So I decided that I am diving fully in to who I am, and I am dedicating my life to it. I am dedicating my life to experience, to being a human being. I am dedicating my life to living as a human being. And you might say, oh, well, everyone's doing that, but I would actually argue the opposite. Most people are walking around going through the motions. I believe that this world is so incredibly abundant, so magically abundant, literally magically abundant, that we can have everything we want, and we can have a solution that's for the win-win-win. A win for us, a win for our neighbor, and a win for Mother Earth. So that being said, that takes me into my current role in this life. And so I have stepped out on my own as an entrepreneur. And this channel and my Instagram and my other social media platforms are going to kind of track my progress as I go and record and document this whole journey. But I was thinking about how I was going to make that first step back when I lost my job in May of this year, of 2020. And I was thinking, I have this deep sense of insecurity. It's my fault line. It's my trigger. It has a lot to do with toxic masculinity. It has a lot to do with masculinity, period. And I know I'm speaking on behalf of a lot of guys out there. And I decided that I couldn't do it alone. I literally couldn't do it alone. Ricky Sanchez couldn't do it alone on his own Instagram. I couldn't start posting all my esoteric stuff. I couldn't start posting my crystal healing. I couldn't start posting my poetry. I couldn't start posting these types of videos on my current platform because this vessel, this body held too much stagnant energy, held too much doubt, held too much pain from the past. Pain that I experienced from about when I was 8, 9, and 10, some trauma that we'll get into later. But I decided that I'm going to give myself the best chance to win and the best chance to succeed, and I needed to create an alter ego. And so RayRei was born out of this conception, this idea that I needed more space for this sliver of me that is uber creative, uber confident, uber abundant, uber go-getter. And if you're my friend, you know this part of my personality because I let it out with you if I'm close to you. And so I decided that RayRei was going to embody that 100% of the time. RayRei, which I'm channeling right now, and this whole page is dedicated to, doesn't have any room for doubt, doesn't have any room for looking at, I'm not saying rejecting a part of myself. I'm saying he doesn't have any room for other people's fear-based opinions on himself. He is focused on healing himself. Now, I want to be fair to me as a human, and I want to let myself experience doubt. So Ricky still has tons of doubt. Ricky still has tons of fears, tons of worries, tons of all of these things, but RayRei doesn't. And so RayRei needed more space in this world. As a millennial, more space often means more space digitally. So I created an Instagram for him, and then from there I started working with my crystals, and then from there I started posting more of my poetry, and now with my YouTube channel. So RayRei truly is my savior. RayRei is me saving myself, and it's such a I get emotional sometimes really thinking about it because of how much I want to help me, and how much I know that my guides and my God and my higher awareness is in on this project. This is not a fluke. This is not a fun thing, side thing for me. This is my life. I am living this life, and I'm living this life through a tantric lens. Tantra doesn't just denote sexual things. It means doing something for the experience, for the sake of experiencing, not for the sake of a climax. So me recording this video, this might be the highlight of my day, but the drive over here was also part of my experience. I'm living for that experience, and all the energy that I put out will come back to me in compensation. And so I was thinking about it, and I was actually talking to my mentor today, and she helped me remember that in times of doubt, it's important to remember I do have a job. I have stepped foot into the entrepreneurial realm with all of my background and all of my success in the 9-to-5 world. I have stepped foot as an entrepreneur. I have a job. I have a boss. My boss is the universe. My meetings are with myself. My stakeholders are myself. My employees are myself. My chief creative is me. My chief executive is me. My thoughts, my body, and my mind are my technology. My thoughts, my body, my mind, my mindset is my money. I am my money. I am my own abundance. And oftentimes, especially in the spiritual community, I feel like people think it might be selfish to put yourself first, but it's actually selfless to put yourself first. You are the most important person in your life, okay? And I realize that if you speak human design, I'm a manifester, and maybe you can hear that in my voice, and maybe you can hear that in the conception of this creative project. But I just want this. I want this video to be out there, and I want this video to be the headliner of my YouTube, so you really understand where I'm coming from. This is the most creative and most fun thing I have ever done for myself, and it is integrating very well into Ricky. It's integrating very quickly. I've only been about this for maybe 4 months now, and it's amazing. I guess I want to continue and say, because there's a lot of easy worries out there, like how are you going to make money? What about the 401k? What about the what about the what about all these man-made things, right? Well, guess what? They are all structures. They are all structures that came from some other human being's brain. So what I'm doing, instead of investing in the already made matter, which is the 9-to-5, I'm investing in my human technology, my money. My imagination is my money. My imagination is my research and my development. My thoughts are my currency, and my compensation is my life. My compensation is my freedom. And wow, it just feels fun. Like, this feels amazing, and I feel good. Okay, and I have these two crystals with me because these have been really my guiding lights during this time. And it's tiger's eye and citrine, and together they just kind of tell me to really lean in to my sacral chakra, where my true creativity and my true sexuality are able to flourish in a way that they've never flourished before. And I have an amazing supportive girlfriend. I have an amazing supportive family. I have an amazingly supportive um, um, following here. And it is beautiful. And by me going straight to my fault line, and going straight to my triggers, and going straight to my 8, 9, and 10-year-old that is hurting, and giving him a hug and giving him a voice and saying, you're good now, you're protected, you're safe, and you have a space in this world. Not only do you have a space, you have an abundant space. You have an amazing seat at the table. You can have everything you want, my son. That's what I feel like God is saying to me. And so that's what I'm saying to my 8, 9, and 10-year-old. And it makes me emotional because I'm showing up for it. And it's hard to do that as a man. And you men, I know you feel me. I know you do. And like I said earlier, my compensation is my life. My compensation is my freedom. I'm making decisions based on what's going to make that 8, 9, and 10-year-old feel like he has a space at the table. And by doing that, I am triggering and I am soothing out the fault lines that are shared by the masses that fall onto my similar fault lines. So if you're drawn to these types of videos, if you're drawn to my work, if you're drawn to work with me in my various modalities, it's because we probably have similar fault lines, or you think I have a perspective in healing myself that will heal you, and that is the way the world works. That is the way this place works. That's the way we are meant to live here, is by helping other people, by healing ourselves. So I want to keep it, I said 6-7 minutes, I'm at 12 minutes, and I want to end it there. And I just want to say, like, if you vibe with me, if you get this, like, I love you, and I really do, because I know that we're on the same page. I know it. I can feel it when I feel into the people watching this video. And again, it doesn't matter if they're watching it right now in real time when I post it in September of 2020. They could be watching it in September of 2023. If you're feeling this video right now, that feeling transcends time. And if you're on this lane with me, then I feel you, I love you, and I am here to protect you. I'm here to protect me, which is going to protect us in a different realm, okay? So that's it. I'm going to end it there because I could go all day. And it's you're going to meet a lot of my friends and family on this channel. You're going to meet my girlfriend soon. And I just can't wait to share this journey with you, seriously. So thank you for allowing me and my 8, 9, and 10-year-old to have a seat here. And yeah, I wish you the best, and hit me up if you want to talk further about this, because it's really changed my life, and I'm really down to talk about it with you. So thank you, and have a great rest of your day.